A couple days ago, bitter head coach, the so-called quote-unquote greatest college coach of all time, called out Jackson State, their university, all because they were able to get Travis Hunter, the number one player in the country. Nick Saban wanted him. He also wanted Kevin Coleman, who was one of the top slot receivers in the country as well. And throughout all that, Stephen A. Smith didn't say anything. I'm not surprised, and I think it's pathetic. I'll chime in. What's good, everyone? This is RawTruth Media, giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. Peace and blessings to everyone tuning in. Make sure to like and share this content. Stephen A. Smith. Again, and again. You seem to disappoint. And I knew you would pull this crap off. I knew you were going to do it. And I'm not falling for your excuse that you're covering the playoffs, which is the reason why you didn't show up to First Take when Nick Saban called out Jackson State, their university, and pretty much throwing a dig at HBCU, saying that they only have to pay for talent to get good talent, that they can't recruit like everyone else, throwing shots at them, even though it was towards JSU. But I'm proud of all the HBCUs that were on social media sharing their voice and speaking up. And we showed the world that we all can come together. Because when you pick on one HBCU team, you pick on all. See, it's a difference when Alcorn State and Jackson State are ribbing each other, trying to joke around about how their school is better than theirs. That's different. What Nick Saban said was a lie, meaning when he mentioned that Jackson State paid $1 million to Travis Hunter, which there are no reports, nothing that you can trace to even point out that. And he knows that was some bullshit. But back to Stephen A. Smith. I am not surprised that you didn't speak out. Throughout the years, you have been on Nick Saban's jock for a long time. And I'm going to show you a clip. This was 3 weeks ago. Listen to how Stephen A. Smith is praising Nick Saban like he's the ultimate holy grail. When you listen to it, you're going to think to yourself, wow, this is embarrassing.
Coach Saban, but I got to ask you this question because, you've been around for a while. You're an elder statesman in this game, but damn it, you look young. You look better than most of us. And then I look at your record, and it's like, what was it, 188 and 25, something like that in 15 years, an 88% winning percentage. And I guess to ask you the question is like, sitting here talking to you, you look like you could be coaching for the next 10 or 15 years, for crying out loud. What's the secret to you? I'm talking about you personally, because you look like you ain't going anywhere anytime soon.
So that, ladies and gentlemen, is when a man worships another man. This is beyond just giving credit and giving the right props to an individual. Stephen A. Smith was worshiping Nick Saban. And it's very odd for anybody, not just a man, but a woman too, for anyone, any human being, to worship a fellow human being. But that's his MO. Before I go on, I want to say shout out to Shannon Sharp for speaking out and speaking up. Look at Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp is a big fan of Alabama, big fan of Nick Saban, but he's stuck on code. For those who listen to RawTruth Media, I don't always agree with Shannon Sharp. But on this, he was right. And that's something that Stephen A. Smith unfortunately doesn't No, yeah, he knows, but he doesn't want to do the right thing. Again, he's going to be fooling everybody. He's going to tell everybody, well, I couldn't talk about that situation because I was covering the playoffs. When it was important news to break last season, or if he wanted to throw shots at the Dallas Cowboys, my favorite team, by the way, what did he do in the playoffs? He made sure to video call the set of First Take to give his opinion. Tell me if I'm lying or not. So I don't want to hear the excuses. Stephen A. Smith, one of these days, you got to be who you say you think you are. You talk about you support HBCUs and you've done this and done that, but it's all lip service. I don't care what position ESPN put you on. What's the use of having power when you can't even speak your mind? You can't even speak your truth. You know why? Because you wouldn't be in a position right now if you gave them a piece of your mind. And that right there is not free. That's not power. True power is when you say what you want, stick to your guns, stick to your morals, and still be able to have something of your own. If I was Stephen A. Smith and I had the first bag, I would have invested that and done my own radio show. But I understand not a lot of folks are built like that. And it is what it is. But I end by saying, Stephen A. Smith, you say that Coach Prime is your boy, but you didn't speak out for him. You allowed Nick Saban to get away with calling out the HBCU in Jackson State and your friend Deion Sanders. You hid and ran. And right there is why I think you're a coward. You could have addressed it anyway. Even if you were just focused on covering the playoffs, you could have made a tweet. Something. But you tucked your tail and hid away from it because you didn't want to deal with it. Pathetic. This is RawTruth Media, giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. Stay prayed up, stay positive. Peace and love to everyone. Shout out to all the content creators doing their thing. And I'm so glad about this HBCU Renaissance. It's such a wonderful thing I'm seeing right now. And the momentum is not slowing down. And I'm out.